I don't know whether you're into superstition, black cats and voodoo dolls, but I've got a premonition that this event, lots of pins will fall. Speaking of fall, leaping into, I'd say springing into action here, but that's a different season entirely, and it welcomes our competitors to bowling. I'm the Emperor, and bowling returns to the Marble Sports Games for just the second time and the first since the Balls of Fire hosted back in Season 4, now featuring actual bowling pins. Have received a bit of a budget upgrade for this season. As you can see our overall standings, with the Marvelous Mints holding a 3-point lead over the Silver Dollars thus far. The Berry Brilliance, Frozen Felines, and Galactic Empire not too far behind. So here's how bowling is going to work. It's going to be 2 bowls per team per frame, as is, tradition in bowling. So it's a duo-style event, and the scoring is going to be a little different from traditional bowling. It's, each pin is worth the value. If you want to pause right here, here's the run order for our competitors, starting with the greenies in the top left, and I'm going to continue explaining how this works as they descend down the course for their first run. So they're going to take down 7. Now, if a team gets a spare, the second bowl is doubled, because, it's a more impressive spare, the more pins, how it works. And I know that's not how actual bowling scoring works, but the referees were like, that's too complicated for this, especially with eliminations in bowling, as the Blue Moons take down their first 7 pins and take down 2 more for a total of 9. Great showing from our defending champions who really need to pick it up. Do Night and Eclipse here, but a 9 is a good start. So, after every 2 rounds, we will see eliminations. The bottom 4 teams in scoring-wise will not advance. So it'll be a total of 8 rounds with 4 teams eliminated after every 2, as the Rainbows come in with 6 here. And that's the same format as we saw back in Season 4, where the podium featured, I believe, the Valiant Vanillas, the Galactic Empire, and the hosts, the Balls of Fire. As the Frozen Felines come down now with Red Eye and Green Eye, and they will take a total of 7. That's a solid showing for our team, well up in the order right now. Move to our 5th competitor. It is Team Eagle, who drops 8, and that's a pretty easy spare if they can get it 2 down, and that
nice spare
is our first spare of bowling. Da-da-da. Team Eagle, Raptor, and Hawk. So you'll see Hawk's score in blue is doubled. They took down 2. That was a brilliant utilization of the pin that was already down to take down the 2 that were still standing. Whoa, the Bronze Tigers almost get a huge spare there. They'll have to settle for 9. And that would have been a great split had they picked it up. But 9, not too shabby. Tanner putting in the effort, but will fall just short. Look, that was a beautiful line. And now the Silver Dollars, who sit in 2nd place in the standings, they will take a total of 7 pins. Their Captain Shimmer with the first throw, and Shine coming through on the second, probably trying to execute a similar strategy to the Bronze Tiger, but fell oh so short. The Galactic Empire will come through with 8 and a split, and they will take that. Cosmo and Starry, the dynamic duo that got 2nd back in Season 4 in this event. And we're halfway through round number 1. Again, no eliminations till after round 2, so every team gets 2 bowls. The Valiant Vanilla's up now, and they will take down 6. And every runner so far has gotten 6 pins knocked down. We'll have to see if that can be sustained as the bowls continue, and even as we get into the B-League and the C-League, both of which will also be participating in this event. Oh, not a great first throw coming down here. Oh, and a second one that's a complete whiff from the Berry Brilliance. And that is going to put them just with 4. Captain Raspberry just followed the path the jam cleared for them, and they find themselves in a bit of a jam early on in this one. sticky situation for the Berry Brilliants, and now coming through the middle again, following the path that has been cleared out for them. Thunderbird cannot take down any more than what Thor had already cleared. Oh gosh, so all those incredible runs to start. Thunderguard still takes 6. Oh, and a 9 coming through for Balls of Fire, and they're teetering on the edge of a spare. That would have been a 15-point spare had it stood. Fiery just couldn't get that last pin, the 9 pin down. Oh, and they tried to use the momentum, but fall oh so close. Now the Golden Lynxes. They've got half the field still up, and they come desperately close to getting a spare. A lot of teams on the edge right now, teetering between 9s and 10 and plus with the spares. But only Team Eagle has figured out the trick thus far. The Marvelous Mints drop 7 on their first throw. They've got the, straight shot into the 8th. Look at that. Barreling into that singular pin, toppling it like a domino, is Peppermint. Unfortunately, couldn't get the other two. Look at this. What a hit right there. That one flipped over. And now the Moonlight Titans careen the pins back. They've got a terrible split, but make something out of nothing. And we'll take 7 total. That's through 15, so we've got 1 runner to go. It is the Purple Rockets who will look, see if they can get a second spare of round 1. Oh, and it's not a great start. They hit the hammer nail on the head. They just take 3 and then just 1. And that resembled a bit too much of the Berry Brilliance's run and not a rather brilliant run. They'll take 5, actually. I can't count. And now we will see each competitor go 1 more time. So that's the end of round 1. And remember, the bottom 4 teams are eliminated. The tiebreaker is the lowest frame loses. The lowest frame loses. And the greenies right now, not in the most pristine of shape, just 13. And after we saw a lot of competitors get that 7 or 9 range, they could be in a little bit of danger. But so the lowest frame loses, and then the lowest high number per frame is the second tiebreaker. And I know all those words sound a little complicated. I promise it does not get past 2 tiebreakers. So if 2 teams get eliminated with, let's go with 13, because that's the lower number of the 2 right now, following the Blue Moon 16. But if one team had a 5 and an 8, and the other team had a 6 and 7, the team with the 5 and 8 would be knocked out on the premise of having the lower frame. Now, if both teams have 5 and 8, but one of them had, in the 8, they had a 7 and 1, and the other one had a 6 and 2, the one with the 6 and 2 would be knocked out on the premise of having the lower high frame. You can go back and rewatch that if your little brain's a little too scrambled from all the big fancy words and tiebreakers. But just hope that your team has a successful run like the Frozen Felines coming through with a 9 here from Red Eye and Green Eye to put them at 16 after 2. Team Eagle sitting on 12 already coming off the spare. Oh! Had the opportunity to capitalize a lot more, but will only take down 5 from Raptor. Hawk just couldn't execute it this time. I really should have spit on that one instead of going straight up the middle. Now come the Bronze Tigers with a 6 off the bat and will also knock down 9. So that should be 18 for the Bronze Tigers, following 2 9s in a row that they fall just short of getting the spare. Silver Dollars up now. Solid showing. Oh, what a spare from the Silver Dollars! They spared no pins, and that was superb.
Nice spare.
Shine with 12. That's incredible from the Silver Dollars to launch them at 23, I believe that said. Incredible. The Galactic Empire, their rivals coming up now, they're like, oh man, we can't follow that unless we try and hit the same thing get the impressive spare if the second number is larger. Obviously, a strike would be 20, but they will only muster 7 to put them at 15. And Valiant Vanillas now, they have 7 down already, and try the chip shot. They do get the wide out on the 10 pin, but cannot double up on the left. 9 will put him at 15 overall for ice and twist. Run number 10 now, the Berry Brilliance, and oh, it's not looking good again. They really need an impressive spare, and they're not going to get it. They might finish in the single digits, which would probably guarantee an elimination with just 9. Oh gosh. And following that performance, the Thunder Gods are like, well, thank you very much. We will take that bar you set for us and almost get a spare of our own. Thunder Gods take 9, which is the Berry Brilliance's entire score. And they will finish with 15. Meaning right now 9, we saw 13 from the Greenies and Rainbows. Those might be the next lowest scores. And a little bit of danger are our hosts, the Greenies, who are trying to finish out the top half well. Or the first half well, and it's, well, not going very well. Bowls of Fire, though, coming through on this bowl. They're going to get 6 for a total of 15, also ahead of the Greenies and Rainbows mark. And now the Golden Lynxes, oh, they're still on the board. There's a lot of room there, and they'll get 6 total through the Lynxes, but not a very strong impact off the bat from Jaguar. Lion will pick up 3 more, but look at that. 7 wide is very hard to navigate when there's no diagonal force to push them back as much. Marvelous Mints leaves some collateral on there, and will end with 7. Could have been more, could have been less. Well, I suppose you could say that about every run. And the Mints will finish also on 15. That seems to be the benchmark right now for teams. 6 down for the Moonlight Titans, 4 to go, and they take the back 2 down. Just a tick to the right, they might have been able to pull that one off. And they're going to end on, you guessed it, 15. And that will do it for run 15. And now the Purple Rockets go wide right to take the far 3. What do they do with the rest? Oh, 4 more actually. I was about to say only 3, but they got 7, which will put them at a total of 12. And I think that's going to be an eliminated score. The Purple Rockets are not going to move on. We'll have to see the final 4 results here of who is eliminated going into round number 3. And it will be the Rainbows, the Greenies, the Purple Rockets, and the Berry Brilliance. 13 was the cutoff score, and now there are 12. And this will take us another 2 rounds here as the Blue Moons take a strong impact to the front, but can't get through. Oh, a wave collapses on the right side on the second ball from the Blue Moons. That was impressive. An eclipse leaves a cratering hole on the right. Look at this, 5 wide down, just 1 standing. A great ball from the Blue Moons. The Frozen Felines up now, and they only take down 3. Oh, and Green Eye clears the board!
Nice spare!
That's even more than the Silver Dollars, dropping them down. 14 from Green Eye. The Frozen Felines sit on 33. What a shot from the Frozen Felines. Green Eye with a huge hit, and their fans are going ballistic right now. That was impressive, incredible. And the Silver Dollars were like, oh man, we got one up. We'll see what happens this time after Team Eagle. What a chip from Hawk again. After their spare in the opening round, Hawk has gone 0 for 2 on point scoring. Raptor will pick up 5 to put him at 22 total. That's 11 down on the Frozen Feline, just showing the magnitude of that spare that vaulted them into the lead. As the Bronze Tigers, oh boy, that's not what you wanted to see from them. They're going to take down just 4 for a total of 22. That one chip shot off the back left was not where they were wanting to aim it, and now the Silver Dollars looking to recapture the lead will take 8 the verge of more, but they will leave a couple standing. 31 leaves them 2 down on the frozen felines, but that is very much not insurmountable. Run 6 of 12 now. The Galactic Empire takes down 4. Here comes Starry and just take down 2. And it's not even left 2, it's the back right 2, which was an interesting tactic there. They think they might have misfired on that one. And they'll sit at 21, which is down in the order right now for, I've seen a couple 30s and 2s. Here come the Valiant Vanillas, and they've got the wide split, and they can't get anything going on this one. That is the least ideal situation you can find yourself in with 6 pins down, and the Vanillas unable to capitalize. Just square off the nose of the one in the middle. Here come the Thunder Gods now, and they've got 6, and that's a much closer split, and they will chip off 2. It was just right enough to not split the gap between them. Thor and Thunderbird put them at 23. That's ahead of a few teams now, because we are 2/3 of the way there in round 3 of 8. Balls of Fire will take 8 after round 8. This is round 9, and that's a good showing. So all 3 of the teams who podiumed in bowling last time still in. Firestone Fire will also sit on 23. Although none of them in the lead thus far, that would be the Frozen Felines. Golden Lynxes now will take half of the pins down. They aim for the right because there were 3 as opposed to 2, but they aimed a little too far right. They Harrison Butker to that one. 21 will drop the Lynxes with a tie with Galactic, I believe, for last. 2 runners to go. The Marvelous Mints. Oh, only 1. They will be like, maybe we're trying to get that impressive spare, but they will fall short and just take down 7. Peppermint trying to salvage that one, and they will end on 22. So a lot of our teams sitting in that low 20s range, and then the front runners sitting in the low 30s. The Moonlight Titans now will take down 4. They've got 6 to work with, and will take 2 of them down. Could have gone a little bit better for our final runner here in round 3, and they will end up on a total of 21 as well. So the bubble teams, the eliminations, are really close right now. A lot of teams in that 21, 22, 23 range. And a spare or a dud could make or break if they are eliminated or not here in round 4. The halfway point in terms of rounds, but well past the halfway point in terms of actual competition, and the Blue Moons blunder that one. They're only going to get 4 down, it looks like, to end on 29. So if those teams get 7 or 8, or even a 6 for sitting on 23, that could put the Blue Moons in danger. The Frozen Felines now, Red Eye clears a path, half of them down. Green Eye, looking for some more heroics, will just take down 2 more for 7, and that should put them at 40 if my math is correct. And it does. The Frozen Felines sitting on 40. And you have to figure they are surefire to advance at least to the top 8 here and get a top half finish. Team Eagle takes down 5. What can Hawk do this time? Is it a gutter? Oh, it's not a gutter ball this time. They will take down 2. A little bit too on the nose of an impact there for Team Eagle, and that'll put them at a total of 29 as well. And their low frame is 5, so is that lower than the Blue Moons? I don't think it is. The Blue Moons only got 4 on this one, right? So that could put the Blue Moons in a little bit of danger. The Bronze Tigers, meanwhile, will take down 8. That's pretty impressive. 30. And that's 1 clear. So they're in second place right now. 10 points behind Frozen Felines, but nonetheless, in second. That's top half. Silver Dollars now. They will take down 5. If my math is correct. All the pins start to blur together after time. And it is correct. The Silver Dollars will vault into second with 36. And here comes the Galactic Empire, and they're going to have a huge front. Look at that one sweeping the one on the front, bottom left. They've got 6 down, and they just miss. They're only going to get 7. And that should put them at 28 and into last place provisionally. And it does. So one of our podium finishers from last time in this event in danger of being eliminated. Valiant Vanilla is coming up next. Let's see if they too are in danger of elimination or if they can stave it off for another set of rounds. Oh, and there's a 7 off the bat for the Valiant Vanillas. And one more chipped through, and that'll be 8, and that should at least put them ahead of the Galactic Empire, and maybe that tie for 29. Oh no, it is in that tie for 29. We'll have to see what their lowest frame is for the tiebreaker. I think that might be 5 as well. Maybe 6, actually. They've been pretty balanced. The Thunder Gods, meanwhile, potentially in trouble with 28. That puts them in a tie with the Galactic Empire. And so that's the lowest score we've seen thus far. 28, and now Balls of Fire. 7 down. Can they get the split? No, they aim for the right. They stay a little conservative with it. And the Balls of Fire will take 8 down. With 31, that should send them through with 2 teams on 28 and 2 teams on 29. Balls of Fire will be moving on. Golden Lynx is up now, and they will clear out the back. I don't know how they did that. They cleared out the back row, and everybody in the front still standing. And that was not a phenomenal showing from the Golden Lynxes, and that'll drop them at a total of 26. Guaranteed elimination, unfortunately, for Jaguar and Lion. Still chasing that elusive gold medal. Marvelous Mints take down a couple. Again, Peppermint have to go on cleanup duty. Make it, again, down to 7. This time, I think, a little bit of assist Spearmint doubled their points. They got 2 this time instead of 1. And 29, that tiebreaker's bubble zone right now, where teams are in danger. I do believe the Blue Moons are the ones with the lowest frame right now, which would put them in last, and there's a spare!
Nice spare!
Moonlight Titans! They will for sure be advancing with a spare to put them at 35! Kronos and Artemis teaming up. Look at that. Kronos, of course, could not participate in this event last time when they suffered that season-ending injury. And there is the eliminated is the Blue Moons, who lose out. The tiebreaker will be eliminated along with the Galactic Empire, the Thunder Gods, and the Golden Lynxes. So now the Frozen Felines get us started in round number 5, and they will take down 8 more to build a cushiony lead of 48. 47. My bad. They only took down 5 and 2. I can't count. Team Eagle now. Falcon and Raptor cannot get a lot done there. Hawk. Oh, Hawk did it again. Oh no, after their spare, Hawk's been struggling to keep the heroics up. And they drop a 0 on a wide open board. Team Eagle sits on just 32. They're 16 down on the Felines and fading fast. The Bronze Tigers up now will only take down 5? Yeah, to put them at 35, which is ahead of Team Eagle, but also behind the Frozen Felines' impressive mark. The Silver Dollars up now, and they create like a little mini pin, knocking down that 4 wide on the left. And we'll take down a couple more in the middle. Look at that. It kind of just swept their way through on the left there. 42, the answer to life, the universe, and everything, depending on who you ask, is where they sit. Now come the Valiant Vanillas, and they will almost get a spare. They do get 1 more down, but not enough pressure on the right to get that last pin down. But what an impressive shot from Twist. Look at this, how they managed to split it and use the momentum of those pins on the left to careen the final one off. And the Valiant Vanillas take 9 more. And the Balls of Fire, quick succession there. In the blocks to be fired, they take down 6. And they are going to end on 37 after 5 rounds, averaging just a little over 5 per round, or a little over 7 per round, about 7.4. As the Marvelous Mints come down next. Oh no! Wide left or wide up the middle, however you want to describe it. The Marvelous Mints just get 6 to end on 35, with their average score being exactly 7 thus far. The Moonlight Titans, fresh off of the spare that sent them to this round, will take down 6, with all of those somewhat spread out, covering a lot of ground for Artemis to hit. They can only take 1 down. They tried to chip those 2, but were just a little bit too far to the left-hand side. And that is round 5, which means once again eliminations on the docket after this upcoming round. Round number 6, as we get the back-end view of what it looks like for these competitors staring down the bowling field. And now the Frozen Felines will take down 9. Oh, and that last pin was under pressure, but could not fold from the waving pin back and forth in front of them. The Frozen Felines are at 56 and sitting pretty here. And for sure will be making it to the final 4. So that really just leaves 3 spots up for grab. Team Eagle, a desperation attempt. They need a spare here. Can they get it? It's not going to happen. Team Eagle will take down 7 more pins, and I think that'll end them at 39. And I think it's very likely that that's where we see their run in this event end. Unfortunate for the team sitting well down the order, but they will take top half points. Don't get me wrong. Bronze Tigers coming up now with a lot on the board, and they leave 4. And they were going for the big points there. They wanted to just knock down a few, get some insurance, and then set up a hopefully easier spare for Tanner. But Tanner just couldn't do it. He takes down 3. 6 total for the Bronze Tigers. Silver Dollars come through now, trying to chase down the Frozen Felines. Will leave a cluster, a trio of pins down the middle, interestingly enough. And we'll end on 49. They're only 7 back. I say only, that's a pretty large lead, but it's not insurmountable. So we can see a spare would make a huge change! And there go the Valiant Vanillas!
Nice spare!
Twist gets it done, twisting and turning down the track. Will set the Valiant Vanillas at 54! What a spare! And they're just 2 down from their Frozen counterparts. And yeah, that's a good showing from our defending bowling gold medalists. Of course, we saw that's where they took the lead from the Greenies in Season 4 en route to another championship, their back-to-back season. And we're starting to see the top few run away with this. Balls of Fire sitting at 45 after run number 6. The Marvelous Mints now, I believe that slots Balls of Fire into 3rd place. The Marvelous Mints will leave that split on the board, taking down 6 more. That'll put him at 41. And so now I believe the transfer belongs to the Balls of Fire, or what the Moonlight Titans do right here. Here they come. They take 6 down. They've got 3 in a row on the right. They chip 2 of them. And that'll be 8. Is it enough for the Moonlight Titans to take the 4th transfer spot? 49! It sure is. Balls of Fire, unfortunately, will fall just short of advancing here by my unofficial math. Now it's official. The Balls of Fire, Marvelous Mints, Bronze Tigers, and Team Eagle go no further here. And we've got our top 4. 2 more rounds to determine the gold. It's the Frozen Felines in the lead with 56, but they only knocked down 3. That could be a huge blunder for the Frozen Felines. Oh, I'm sorry, they knocked down 4. Again, counting seems to be difficult for me today, but I'm glad that the referees are on top of it. Silver Dollars now seeing the Felines sitting at 60, take down 8, and they wipe everything clean except for the 2 still standing. Pretty clustered grid at the back there. 57, they sit just 3 down now, due to the Silver Dollars. trying to gain, and 3 is not insurmountable by any stretch of the imagination. The Valiant Vanillas now, fresh off of a spare. Oh, down the chute. Twist can't get it done this time. Oh gosh, everybody's coming in really close now. 59, they're within 1 of the Frozen Felines, challenging for the lead. Look at this. The Moonlight Titans now, they're sitting on 49. They knocked down 6. They've got a cluster to the left. Can they hit them down? Oh, just missed. And the Moonlight Titans, I think, will come in at 56. Yes, everybody's within 4. 60, 59, 57, 56. And that's setting up for a thrilling round 8 here. Just one final round to go to determine who gets gold in bowling. The Frozen Felines, the leaders, will lead us off. Will take down 6. They've got 3 on the right, 1 on the left, 0 up the middle where they landed. And the Frozen Felines will be ending on executing Order 66. That means the lead is 7 over the Valiant Vanillas. It is 10 over the Silver Dollars, meaning the Silver Dollars would need a spare right here. How clutch would it be? Oh my gosh, they got it!
Nice spare!
The Silver Dollars have taken the lead from the Frozen Felines at their last bowl. Shine with a 10-72. And that puts the ball in their court. The Valiant Vanillas need a spare now. Ow, they almost got it. Oh, that would have been crazy. 2 in a row. They'll fall just short, but I think that means they passed the Frozen Felines, and they do. The Felines have bottled it. They've fallen to 3rd in a matter of seconds. And now the Moonlight Titans need a mammoth effort. They're trying that right now. They know they need the huge spare in order to win. Oh, it's not going to happen. They knew if they went all in off the bat, it most likely wouldn't result in much. So they went for the huge spare. They fall short and they land in 4th with 60. But the Silver Dollars come out of nowhere to get their 2nd spare of the event. 72 points to their name, 68 to the Valiant Vanillas, and 66 for the Frozen Felines. Just a superb showing all around. Congratulations to Shimmer and Shine on top of the podium above Ice and Twist and Red Eye and Green Eye. The Valiant Vanillas, 2-time medalists in bowling now. And the Silver Dollars, the first double gold medalists of the season, have vaulted into the lead over the Marvelous Mints, the Frozen Felines, and the Valiant Vanillas, now making up a more comfortable top 4, 10 points clear of the Galactic Empire and the rest of the field down below. The Purple Rockets fall to last, and them and the Blue Moons, a bronze medal behind everybody. And we thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time in the B-League.